Hello guys, we have somebody very special here.
Hello.
Ben from BYBIT. So actually in Singapore, and I had a chance to interview Ben and ask Ben a couple of interesting questions about BYBIT and about mental and about where the market is heading in general. So first question, Ben, you've built something that is so huge, and how many employees this is? Like at some point BYBIT it was like 3,000 people?
We have 2,000 now.
2,000 people.
Yeah, a little over 2,000.
2,000. That takes incredible character and belief in what you're doing in the crypto industry to build something that big. So my question is, what do you think was the biggest driving force behind BYBIT's vision that made it like one of the biggest and one of the most reputable names in general?
I think to build a business, you're an entrepreneur. I think it is quite difficult. It takes a lot of grit.
Especially with exchanges. Yeah, I know what that feels like.
And there's a lot of challenges, but you just gotta never kind of back down and kind of. I think that's in the core. And the culture of BYBIT is very much, we always want to do things first, because whatever you can calculate the risk, you can calculate the opportunity, but at the end of the day, whatever you achieve is whatever you've actually done, not speculated. So this doer mentality is very important. And then as an exchange, I think you stick to the fundamental. You just build a solid product and make sure that clients are happy. It's easier to say than to be done, but I think BYBIT brand is very professional, and our transparency I think speaks for itself. And I think this kind of sense across all the partners and clients.
Whatever I've seen happen over the years, the professionalism that came from your team, from yourself personally. So your words here mean a lot historically. So,
Thank you.
What about, you have such a fierce competition, KX, BYBIT, and BitGit. What do you think really, how does BYBIT stand out in this entire ecosystem with like the products, or is it, except for, philosophy? Philosophy is clear, but.
Yeah. I think when we run the exchange, we look at our competition in terms of what good idea product they have that we might not thought about. I think like last half year, I think the Binance Alpha was a really good idea, so we believe, okay, this is probably something that we want to understand and maybe also present a similar product to our client. So when we look at the competition, it's not really trying to figure out how to take the market share. It's more like product-wise, what can we do? But because the industry is still growing, so we always focus on the new user and the new pie that's kind of getting into the industry.
Okay, so it's all just being always at the forefront of
innovation. And what product can you use to kind of grab the early batch or the adopters that are now coming into crypto? For example, our BYBIT card is being extremely successful, and a lot of clients.
I use it every day.
Yeah, a lot of clients love it, and it makes them kind of use BYBIT on a daily basis. And then you have other product like BYBIT Pay in like Latin America, in Africa, that these clients know BYBIT not because of derivative or spot, they simply because, it's a payment app. And then they gradually see, I can actually deposit crypto and I can earn a good yield. And so these are the things we are focusing on, I think. And also, getting the license. So we're now regulated in EU, so that opens a huge door. We can work with all the local banks, all the family offices. That brings a lot of volume, a lot more new users. So these are the things we want to focus on.
Compliance. Got it. Okay, can you then, because I see you guys, Mental is doing very well.
Yes.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And also congratulations on, I've seen Donald Trump Jr. at the event of Mental, which is absolutely incredible. Can you tell me a bit, and the audience, a bit more about Mental and the ecosystem, and because I'm pretty bullish on it. But generally what it is and what it does. And
So Mental previously was called BitDAO. It was a project we incubated, we funded, we kind of started the whole initiative 4 years ago. And then since then, they still have the biggest treasury. I think it's 2 billion or 3 billion, whatever, in the treasury. It's the largest in crypto. And then they evolved into a layer 2 about a year ago. No, maybe a year and a half ago. And then they've been kind of always running independently.
So it's L2 on Ethereum.
Right, it's always been running independently. What changed about 3 months ago is we sent our senior management, my co-CEO, one of my senior management, into Mental to help them to lead kind of the project as well. So this brings a lot more synergy between the exchange and Mental. So the rally up has been because we use now Mental as fees, as VIP tier upgrades, and many things to come.
So it's part of the ecosystem.
Right, and we think the synergy is when a new project comes to BYBIT for listing, for whatever, it's good to have the same person talking, leading the mentor project and also the exchange. So now you actually have the same head. So previously it was very independent, and there's a lot of internal efficiency issues and things like that.
So now we're going to be going after BNB.
That's the hope. But then I think the next big thing we're looking into is maybe a deflation model for the coins, and then. But lastly is the positioning of Mantle. What does it do? We don't want to simply position as an exchange token. So we want to position as RWA chain. So we're bringing a lot of these RWA projects through BYBIT, and then also these projects, well, we need a chain that's fast, that's transparent, and then we want to position Mantle as this kind of fundamental layer for that.
Okay, so for now I wanted to shift gears a bit, because a lot of people who watch us here, they're also crypto entrepreneurs. They also want to build things. Like on Token 2049, we see so many people with such great ideas and charisma and trying to do things. What would be the best piece of advice, you as a person who's been in the industry? Like I've known you for what, 3-4 years personally, and you've always stayed a very special person in crypto, and like also in my life because we work together. But overall, what do you think is that one piece that really defines an entrepreneur in this industry in particular?
It's someone takes no bullshit and just do it.
Just does it.
And most of the project you've seen Hyperliquid, you've seen Jeff, you've seen a lot of the projects who in the end you do a kind of retrospect studies like, oh, how did they manage to get that opportunity at that time? I don't think nobody can plan that. I mean, nobody can plan the BYBIT. It was just let's do it. And then once you do it, persistent, and it's challenging. I know many founders get stuck with 1 or 2 issues and they get disappointed and they stop, and there's so many issues. There are employee issues, your tech stole the code, and one of this partner fucks you, and there's so many things, and it can get you down. And then the relentless trying, you gotta get fundraising, you gotta get exchange listing, all this shit. So nothing is in your way. Nothing would be in your way. It's very difficult. So, but you just gotta be persistent. So
you suggest people just go all in on what they believe in, and
they just gotta continue to do it and don't get disappointed. And it's easiest to be set than done, because constantly there are challenges that make you down.
Got it. Okay. I think that this is. I have one last question. How do you see BYBIT in the next 5 years, 2030? If it was like 1-2 sentences.
I want to see BYBIT being fully regulated in all the regions we operate in. We are today, but there are many regions that don't have a license framework, so we're getting. And I think that's the future for any exchange you want. And probably we're considering also going IPO route, and then in a way that we can tap onto capital market to do a lot of MA deals and kind of conquer and become much bigger. Right? So that's cool. That's the idea.
Well, let it happen. We'll be part of the journey.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you.